Well, guys, here we are again with another review from another one of my favorite television series, Mary Mary. I don't know how many of you are familiar with them, but they are a sister duo gospel singing group. Recently, they've both kind of branched off into their own separate careers, doing solo albums and different things like that. But the show started coming back on, and finds out Erica's husband has taken advance against Sony for a new Mary Mary album. And of course, Tina's not trying to hear it because Tina's just now launching her own personal solo tour, including her husband in it. They had been through some infidelity issues and different things like that, and she's using that as a platform to enlighten those or other inform other women, basically, or even men at that sense, that your marriage can survive through the most trying things if you really love each other and you're willing to put in the work it takes to keep that marriage intact. So in the meantime, while Tina is putting her tour together and getting ready to go out on the road and share her story, and her husband also sings with her, and he shares as well as far as the struggle that they've been through and now their reconciliation, which is, I think, is awesome, that she showed us that side of her. On the flip side of that, Erica is in just about a little bit of everything now. I think Erica has nail polish and maybe possibly some type of perfume or something, or maybe I saw that wrong, but she's doing fairly well for herself, I would say. I know her husband was shown on the show talking to Tubby, which is one of the head people at Sony. And I think he took a cash advance against Mary Mary, and they're waiting on an album. And now that Tina's gone solo, it's going to be quite difficult to get Tina to stop what she's doing and come and create this solo or make this solo album happen to get Warren off the line for the cash advance. Of course, the show states that he hadn't told Erica about it, but I'm sure by now she knows. Because reality TV, they're only going to show us. They have to show us the drama, but I'm sure that's been resolved. However, Mitchell, which was their old manager, had come across a new singer by the name of Corin, I believe. Very, very good singer. I wouldn't say that she was Tina, but from the looks of the way the show was going off the other night, and by the way, this show airs on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Central Time. Here's on the We channel. I'm not sure on any other networks, but nonetheless, when Mitchell did agree to meet with when what's his name? What's Warren? When Warren did agree to meet with Mitchell at his studio, he was going to leave him out in the parking lot sitting. I mean, in the waiting area, but he decided to go ahead and let him come in. And he told him under one condition and one condition only would he listen to his artist and possibly think of signing her. So he told him that that condition was to apologize to his wife. So evidently, some story or somehow was leaked to TMZ stating that Mitchell had been fired and that some money was owed to him and blah blah blah. The gossip blogs, gossip blogs that go on. And Mitchell didn't feel like he should have to apologize for something that he didn't do. So Warren, he kind of shrugged his shoulders at him and said, well, either you want a Mary Mary album, and you want to continue to be the management part of it, or you're going to do your artist on your own, and I won't have a say in it. So he tried to track Erica down at the Dove Awards, where she was doing hosting, and she also was singing. And this is the interesting part. Tina was on tour also that week, and she had Google scheduled to style her for her performances that she would be doing throughout her tour. Well, Erica conveniently eased up and, went in to check on her sister, of course, as for support. And she convinced Gugu to leave for a day to come and make sure that she dressed right and her hair and everything was in place for her to host and perform at the Dove Awards. So it got kind of heated between Tina and Erica, which it always does because they're sisters. At the end of the day, though, there's no love lost. No love lost at all. All sisters and brothers go through it. But anyway, the show was quite interesting. Warren even went to Teddy to try to get Teddy to talk to Tina about possibly slowing down a little bit on her show and trying to get the Mary Mary album in. So you guys, okay, again, girl, ladies, I think I got cut off somehow. But anyway, you guys chime in and let me know what you think of because I think what the idea, quote unquote, is to get Mitchell to convince Warren to sign Corin on, which would get him off the line with Sony because they wanted a Mary Mary, but they didn't say it had to be the original Mary Mary. So with Erica teaming up with this Corin girl, do you think that that would be enough for Sony? And of course, we know that's going to piss Tina completely off. So just kind of tell me what you think about that. You guys that do watch that, that comes on Thursdays at 9 p.m. Central Time on We. Very good show. I love it. It's very interesting, and a lot goes on behind the scenes with our gospel artists, and it's things that happen that we don't realize that go on. And even last week, Erica had a little mini breakdown in the back because she was so worried about how her hair was going to look, how her clothes was going to look, that she finally it came to realization after she sung her song, "I Need a Little More Jesus," that she was being self. It was all about self and how she looked, and she lost her purpose, which was to magnify and glorify God. And so she did have that little mini breakdown, and she apologized to the crowd and to the people that she was working with because she really gave Gugu a hard time as far as outfits and everything. But at the end of the day, she did come to a realization that, look, Lord, let's decrease me and increase you. Because you get caught up in that sometimes, and I'm glad that her light bulb came on and showed her that, hey, I'm doing all this extra running. Where's God's glory in this? So yeah, that was very good. That was very interesting. Really heartfelt by me that she realized that she was all about wardrobes and hair and wig changes and how she was going to look. That she really forgot what her purpose of hosting the show was for, and what giving the awards to the other gospel artists was about, which was about honoring God and thanking God for the gifts to all those that do gospel music, because it can so easily go secular. I mean, they could very well get signed some other way, but the fact that they chose to go with gospel and they stuck with gospel is commendable as far as I'm concerned. So again, you guys like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. You tried the videos. We're out again.